So on these older machines, well, on older weld used machines, the common problem can be the brushes are worn out. So obviously the first step you got to do is take this belt off. So all I'll do is pull it forward and then move it up and it comes off. So now I've got to tilt it on its side and get this bolt out. So I'll do that next. Okay, we're on the side now, so you can see we've got pretty easy access. So I'm just going to undo the bolt. I've only got one hand, so I'm going to put my foot there to stop it falling down. Unplug the electrical connections. Obviously it's switched off, so it's safe. This one's just got like a press switch there and it pulls off. It's like a tenner press switch, but it's a clip fitting. And then let the motor fall down. You pull it to one side, it comes loose. So got it out now. So checking the brushes off is pretty easy. Just 2 posi drive screws. Sometimes you're better off to tilt it up. Now you can see how long they are, so these are good ones. But because they are good, you've got to make sure that you put them back on the rotor right. To unplug them, they've got like a tab on the electrical connector. You just have to push that tab in to release them. It's just a lock to stop them coming off with the vibrations. So I'll put it back. So that's locked in place. So before you tighten the other one up, try and get your other screw in place. So that is it. Just do the same for both sides, and then we'll go and refit it again. So I'm going to fit the motor back in now. First of all, I'm going to make sure these rubber mounts are on. If not, you'll make a lot of noise when it's vibrating. And that is it. Just plug it back in, don't forget your earth. So all I've got to do now is just flip it back upright, put the belt back on. I've got a separate video on that if you want to have a look at that. So that's it for that.